So now we're going to do a single arm chest stretch, one arm at a time. So you're going to support the client's hand. You're going to be standing on the side of the table underneath the client, okay? So don't stand towards their head above them for this one. Stand underneath of them because of the way that you're going to provide leverage and support. It's easier on this side. You can do it on the other side if it feels more comfortable to you, but this way is what I recommend as far as your body position for them. Okay, so you're facing forward, not towards them as far as your body position. The first one is going to emphasize the pec minor. So we're going to go at a lateral forward angle towards their shoulder, away from their shoulder. Okay, so as you're lift the shoulder up just a little bit and then rotate the stretch, placing your hand on their chest to give it stability and support to the shoulder so it causes not pain and discomfort, okay? Now this one, you're not going to apply any force or pressure for the most part. You're going to let gravity of their arm take it first into that first point of the range of motion, and then depending on the client, you can go a little bit further from there. But start with that and make sure you apply a good amount of pressure on their chest and then support their hand at the same time. So how's that feel there, Steven?
That's good right there.
Okay, so for Steven, that's good. For some people, you might be able to go a little bit further. His hand isn't quite touching the table, so there's a lot of room for improvement here, okay? This is the first variation with the hand slightly coming at an angle. So if this is his head, this is the shoulder, it's kind of right in the middle, okay? Now we're gonna go the second variation, same thing, kind of get a little bit of a lift, and then come out straight to the side, placing your hand right below the shoulder on their chest, and slowly lower the hand on the table. And the table will pretty much take them to a point where the table is getting in the way of the resistance because of the table here, but how's that feel there?
Right there is good.
That there's good. So if they were more flexible and you need a greater stretch, have them, so scoot over for me. Have the client scoot over to the edge of the table, and then you could go below the table because you have the client move to the outside. So for most clients, you won't have to have them move to the outside of the table because most clients won't be able to even get parallel with this one, so having them go deeper won't be necessary. So you can have them stay centered in the table, but if they don't feel the stretch on this one, have them move to the side, and then you'll be able to take their arm lower than the table and get a greater stretch. So I'll go ahead and show you the other side just to even Steven out here. So the range of motion is going to be from the top, from going straight up and then out to the side until you feel that first point of resistance there. Is that good there?
You can go a little further.
Okay, so at this first point of resistance, now I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure on his wrist, going a little bit deeper. But you're going to use ever so slightly, ever so gently force on this one, and that's going to be the end point of this range of motion and this stretch here. Really communicating the whole time. If they had any shoulder problems, that will let you know what their limitations are as far as range of motion in their shoulders. And it's also really important to apply pressure on their chest as it really supports the shoulder and allows you to get a greater stretch without causing any pain whatsoever in this one. So this one's a kind of a more isolated stretch, so the duration can be a little bit shorter. It won't take them as long to ease into the stretch and get an effective stretch. You want to hold it for at least 30 seconds. That's kind of the main problems that you'll encounter in this one is if they have any type of shoulder injury. Either one of these can cause pain. That's why you really need to support their shoulder and chest with your hand. Apply pressure right here. And then you're not going to force their arm into the position. You're just going to hold it and then slowly let gravity take their arm into the position to get to that first point of the range of motion. And then from there, you can ask them if they want to intensify it to a greater degree. Okay?